All right, with YouTube, doing a first review video. We're gonna do a review of Madden 25. Gameplay just dropped. We about to see if there's gonna be a first drop, first cop, day one. But last Madden was pretty dog. The last man before that was dog. Last man before that was dog. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe this billion-dollar corporation cares. But let's get into the video.
We've got some Madden 25 gameplay to look at today. EA just released a gameplay.
Horrible. Horrible off the rip. Horrible off the rip. They don't spend no time on this game. Look at this. The sunlight on his head stays on his head.
We've got some Madden 25 gameplay
Look at the
to
sunlight.
look at.
Look at the sunlight on his head. It's not realistic at all. You somewhat made the hair, like they just put more pixels on the hair, and it give him a little shimmy to distract you. Like they don't put no money into this game. Like they just copy and paste or something. This doesn't make sense.
Today, EA just released a game.
Look how stiff Purdy hair is. Purdy head hair is so stiff, makes no sense.
Play on.
Look, it doesn't move, it doesn't do nothing. But we live in 2025. Yeah, I can't make a good realistic game.
We've got some
Look at the shimmy.
Madden 25 gameplay to
Look at the sunlight. Look at that. Stiff. Everything's
look
stiff.
at today. EA
Look his hair.
just released a
Stiff.
game.
Like they don't care. Like how you already started off like that. Like no, they don't care about presentation. Nothing. Like it doesn't make sense.
Play on their YouTube between Micah Parsons and pro player Henry. We can finally look at some real gameplay of Madden 25, and they also go in depth about certain gameplay features. Now, I'm also going to have a gameplay video coming in a few days, so make sure you subscribe and turn the bell icon on if you want to see a full front to back.
Not bad. That was good. That was a good wide receiver screen. Everybody got their blocks. Made sense.
Gameplay very soon. So we're starting out here. First play, got Micah checking it down here, and you see missed the first tackle, and then the second tackle you get the perfect hit stick.
Perfect
I like that boom hit that they introduced.
boom stick, which is what I'm calling it. You'll see the feedback over the top say boom. The player indicator ring will turn green at the bottom at his feet, and
I don't like how it's like 2K in a sense. You gotta time it.
know that you perfectly aligned it.
So this year hit stick's definitely harder to time, and you're gonna see right here, timed it too early, squared it up, but still timed it too early, so the bigger back is able to actually break the
That's not bad, but can you break off you see, if you're doing it like that, if you're doing it like that, you just push them back three yards.
tackle. So the angle of the hit, the timing, the size of the defenders, all that matters now with these hits, which is pretty cool. You see here he's missing a pass. It was pretty open. I have noticed too, playing the game, you will see some more inaccurate passes this year, so depending on who you are, there's a
Oh, let's take a look at that.
which is
Yeah.
pretty cool. You see here he's missing a pass. It was pretty open. I have noticed
Yo, it's good, Quant.
too, playing the game, you will see some more inaccurate passes this year, so depending on who you are, there's a pretty good hit stick. Depending on who you are, that might be something you like or don't like. You could see some of the new ball carrier moves.
I like that. That was a good athletic play.
You will see some more inaccurate passes this year, so depending on who you are, there's a pretty good hit stick.
He pushed him. That was a bad
Depending on who
tackle.
you
He used hers. He not user's still not good, huh?
are, that might be something
Good spin off the tackle.
you like or don't like. You could see some of the new ball carrier
That was-
moves as well.
That wasn't bad. That was pretty good.
They redid the ball carrier system, which I think is going to be pretty cool.
So this year, you're going to notice that the size of the ball landing spot speaks to the accuracy of the pass. The smaller the size, the more accurate the pass. And a bigger landing spot just means that that pass was more inaccurate. And the color speaks to the catchability, with green being 100% catchable, yellow mean likely catchable, and red mean likely uncatchable.
So that's kind of
I don't really like that. They putting too much into the game, but it might feel different Maybe, who knows, when you actually play the game. But I feel like they're just putting too much in the game. Like it's still supposed to be like classical football. Like, yeah, I'm doing all this. Not too sure.
Similar to how college football 25 is as well, with the catch radiuses and things like that. Some passes are more catchable than others, and you'll see some receivers make adjustments to make some of the catches that are not perfectly accurate, but they're still catchable. So kind of looks nice. It looks good when it happens. And you can see here Henry with Mahomes getting hit. You can see Henry here trying to get busy, using some of these new ball carrier moves.
Oh, I don't like that. I
Kind of looks nice. It looks good when it happens.
Let's put this down a little bit. I like the first play.
You can see some of these new ball.
He breaks his ankles. I like that.
With Mahomes getting hit, you can see Henry here
I like
trying
that.
to get busy, using some of
Breaks his ankles. The ankles are actually broken. He broke his ankles. I like that. I don't like this part right here.
these new ball carrier moves.
Why? Like, if he's getting spin move, why is he? What? I don't like that. That doesn't make sense.
You can see Henry here trying to get
Good spin.
busy, using some of these new
Broke his
ball
ankles.
carrier moves.
But why? That doesn't make sense. Who's doing that in a real life game? He gets caught in the spin like it's a washing machine.
Chaining them together a little bit.
Henry, how do those
Like, he gets caught in the spin like a washing machine. What?
those new skill moves feel compared to last year?
Yo, these Madden people who works at Madden, is their whole aura is F you, give us money. Like, literally.
See Henry here trying to get busy, using some of these new ball carrier moves, chaining them together a little bit.
Henry, how do those new skill moves feel compared to last year?
Perfect. It's more like, not only like do they like work.
Same thing. I could do that right now on 24. What are you talking about? Y'all just trying to sell the game so bad.
Chaining them together a little bit.
Henry, how do those new skill moves feel compared to last year?
Perfect. It's more like.
I could do that. I could do that the last 10 Maddens. I could do that the last 10 Maddens. The last 10 Maddens, I could do the same thing. What are you telling me?
Not only like do they like work like really well, but like it's more realistic. Like last year we had the juke where you went like crazy inside and stuff.
Why are the NFL players lying? Like, we understand you gotta sell the game, but don't lie to the people, bro. He just says realistic. As the person just glides.
Perfect. It's more like, not only like do they like work like really well, but like it's more realistic. Like last year we had the juke where you went like crazy inside and stuff. Now like.
I'm a defense guy, so I really pay attention to defense. He just, wow.
This is like moves you really see on the field.
To that point, I mean, the juke that everyone loved, I like that people liked it.
I like that. That's realistic. I like that right
Like
there.
last year we had the juke where you went like crazy inside and stuff. Now like this is like moves you really see on the field.
To that point, I mean, the juke.
I like that. I like what he just did. I like that's realistic. What Chubb just did right there, I like that.
That everyone loved. I like that people liked it, but it's a little
The
bit.
little movements, like they really do little movements. I like that. Hold on, I gotta put it slow-mo.
Last year we had the juke where you went like crazy inside and stuff. Now like this is like moves you really see on the field.
To that point, I mean, the juke that
I like that.
everyone
Ooh,
loved. I like that
I like
people
that.
liked it, but it's a little bit unrealistic, a little bit warpy. And we just wanted to replace that asset with something that looked more lifelike.
Pacheco, like, I feel like he running in real life.
You mean like a kid trying on new shoes?
Pacheco.
Angry at the
Exactly.
ground?
That was one of the signature locomotion sets that we were able to add this year. So he has such a unique run style that was something that we went after. I feel like we really nailed it.
You're going to also notice trajectories are a little better this year. Something they kind of work on, in my opinion, year to year to make them better. You could see
That was a
fitting it
good
over
throw.
the top of the
was a
coverage.
good
You know,
throw.
sometimes in Madden we can't make these throws, but it looks like they definitely did some good work with the trajectories this year.
Bullet pass, for instance, we sped that pass up. So you can throw it faster. It's a little bit lower trajectory. This year, the return of jumping linebackers. Linebackers can jump, so you want to make sure
I know
you
Mike is
utilize.
probably happy to hear about
I'm sure he
linebackers
is.
jumping.
You're going to want to utilize the fact that it's now you can get more arc on a lob or a touch
Okay.
pass.
You can see Henry climbing up through the pocket here, going to scramble, but he gets the ball knocked out. Quick fumble recovery, which I like to see, because you know how that happens in Madden sometimes where they can't recover it. You can see with Z kind of using his lineman with his hand, kind of bouncing around. The ball carrier and the tackling all together is going to be the...
It's no pizzazz. It's not. It's like there's no pizzazz. It's literally no pizzazz at all. It's like same Madden, like honestly.
biggest noticeable difference. That's what they worked on the most this year. And now back of the end zone to the tight end for a touchdown.
Okay, I want to talk about the new slide protection mechanic in the game. Last year, you could only slide protection in 4 ways, and this year it's 8 ways. For me,
Bro, oh my god. Why are you just copy and pasting from? They just copied from NCAA right there.
my favorite is half slide, where you can take one half of your offensive line and give them a slide protection, and you'll see blocking matchups, so you know exactly who is blocking who. And
You see, like a lot of people isn't going to use that during the game. Like I barely do that in NCAA. Like the old function was was more smoother, unlike how they just copy that from NCAA. Like, come on.
and you'll see the flame icon on the unblocked player or the hot player on that play.
And here you're noticing some switch sticking going on. You can see Henry switch stick on the corner, tried to jump a route, and he left CeeDee Lamb wide open for a touchdown. We're going to run it back. Notice how he's on the linebacker. He switched over to the corner, tried to jump to the sideline route, and Michael Parsons guesses right, and he goes for CeeDee for the touchdown. So the switch stick is an amazing feature, but it can also mess you up if you guess wrong. So that's kind of the risk reward of it.
It's so cliche. You're just copying NCAA. They just copied that from NCAA with the switch stick, and I don't know. I don't like the switch stick because it does plays like that. Like it's not a good thing. Like again, no pizzazz. Like wow.
Now you see Henry back on offense here, dials up a crazy shot for a touchdown to Sky Moore. And then he's going to run a little speed option here for the 2-point conversion. Back on offense for Henry, you're going to see him throw it in a seam and use the new spec.
You see, I like that. The sun, it wasn't doing that. It wasn't doing that other Maddens. The sun is where the sun is at is hitting the glass to the certain fans. I like that. Give some more depth. I like that. That look good. I'm not gonna lie. The stadium looks good. I'm not gonna cap.
Catch mechanic to do a one-handed grab.
You guys added into the game this year ability to use your L1, your left bumper.
Yeah, so spec catch, as you called out to it. For one, I'm gonna do it just because it's cool. But at the same time, you do have a slightly bigger radius when you're doing those one-handed catches. You're also more susceptible to knockouts and drops, depending on your spec catch rating.
Also, you see new hot routes.
Yeah, Nick, new high.
All right, so there's a button to do a one-hand catch. See, here's my thing with Madden. Why can't the players, AIs, know what to do in certain moments? We don't have to press any buttons to get any harder because at the end of the day, we're on a controller with limited amounts of buttons. So, one, we gotta do LB, tap, or do a certain touch of weight of the ball. Throwing it wise, now you're giving us extra things for the wide receiver now. If we do switch to try to get the crazy catch, but who knows if it's? I think it's gonna be bad.
Out route. So the outside receiver now, you're gonna see a speed out where it used to be a regular out. The post replaced the streak, and now zig has been removed, and now you can run a corner route. The slot receiver now gets a post route, where it used to be a fade, and they get a corner route where it used to be a zig. For tight ends, a post route replaced the delayed fade, a slant replaced.
There's nothing new. The NCAA has the same thing. Certain audibles, they can't do certain audibles, certain positions. NCAA did the same thing. You just copy 3 features from NCAA. NCAA just dropped. Come on, bro.
The block and release cross, and a corner route now replaces what used to be block and release flat. Halfbacks got new hot routes as well, so the flat route replaces what used to be wheel, and a triple option now replaces what used to be a check and release.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but I like the one-handed grabs. Now, they did say, of course, that there is a risk reward to it. You can drop them even if you're wide open because it's a harder degree of difficulty, but it gives you a higher catch radius because you can kind of reach out. You also see some new sideline possession catches. There's over 700 new catch animations in the game. A lot of sideline and possession catches, a lot of contorting of the body, obviously the one-handed catches, and the more you play the game, you'll see them. And if you played College Football 25, you've probably seen some of these already anyway.
I think the biggest thing I'm noticing from year to year, we talk about realism a lot, but the locomotion in this game, it really does feel different from last year's game.
Yeah, one of the players to feel weighty, if that makes sense. Obviously, your more agile players, they should feel super agile.
Here we go. I like that.
I don't know if you heard it, but Dak did the "Here we go" cadence that is in the game, along with other.
Oh, I don't know how to feel. The same thing, bro. I like that. Here we go. You hear him. That's actually his chance. I like that.
And I don't know if you heard it, but Dak did the "Here we go" cadence.
This is what I'm saying about the throwing feature. It doesn't really help because at the end of the day, you have 5 to 6 seconds to throw the ball. Before you get sacked. Why do I need to press L1 and tap it perfectly, good timing, before I get sacked so he could have a better catch? Cause right now he just beamed it, like he just did a bullet pass. And that's what made him got the interception. That happens in the NCAA all the time. It's just the certain way. If you'd have pressed L1 and circle or whatever receiver button, they would have been a better catch. I mean, better pass. I don't really like that though.
That is in the game.
That's why I said I feel like the quarterback. The AI of the quarterback should automatically know how to throw the ball in certain situations like that one, instead of me as the human controlling the avatar before I get sacked in 5 to 6 seconds. Have to press L1 to make it high and tap it to make it a lob to get that catch. And this touchdown catch. Like, that's crazy, bro. I don't like that feature. I haven't liked that feature ever since they put it in. It just makes it more complicated.
Along with other QB cadences, a lot of signature QB animations and approaches to the line. The things that they do is Michael Parsons gets a safety right there on Henry. But they have a lot of signature stuff. Obviously, they've talked about signature running styles for a few of the bigger name running backs. And here's Michael Parsons going deep to Brandon Cooks for a touchdown, got behind the defense. One thing I like about these last couple years of Madden is, if you don't respect the deep ball, you can definitely get hit over the top. Because if you guys remember back in Madden 23, you see another deep touchdown here. In Madden 23, you could man press every play, and it was pretty OP. But now, like, if you press or if you don't respect deep or respect speed, these guys really get behind you now the last couple years, and I really like that. As you see, a signature touchdown celebration there for Travis Kelce. You got Michael Parsons back here trying to do a user catch, and you're seeing Henry click on for the user pick. And you'll see also this year, as we get later in the video, they've got team defensive celebrations, but we'll see that in a little bit. You see Michael Parsons rushing off the edges himself, but Henry just too quick. He's the best Madden player ever for a reason. Quick passes, then he makes the juke, and he's out with Rashee Rice for a
I like that play. Good play.
touchdown. Now we're jumping to the next game here. They're showing a little bit of the new pregame presentation where you've got players warming up. They've definitely tried to make it look more like a realistic NFL broadcast.
It doesn't. You have to be more depth. If you have $1 billion in a corporation, if the players give y'all money every year, every sale, you got to do better, bro. Like, at the end of the day, Madden doesn't have too much. It's just the same thing year in year. just make the performance look better, bro.
Showed a couple clips there. The real pregame presentation is definitely longer, but they're kind of speeding it up just for video purposes. But you'll see players warming up, and then you've got the players running out, kind of how they would do in real life. They warm up before the game, then they go back, run out. They also have all the new commentary crews as you're seeing them on the screen. You've still got the old crew, but you've got 2 new crews as well. And the cool thing about this, much like the college game, you can rotate the crews, and you can listen to whoever you want to. So that's pretty cool. You could also see some mannerisms here.
That's good. They should have added Tony Romo in, though. If y'all would have added Tony Romo in, that's a little bit more flair. It's a little, because everybody know when Tony Romo talking. Like, y'all got to put Tony Romo in, bro. I love Tony Romo. I've been a Tony Romo fan since I was a jit. Like, I know, when I'm watching the football game, I know it's Tony Romo in my ear. Like, these other people, I really don't know. Like, even when it's Greg Olsen, I really don't know. Like, Tony Romo, I know that's Tony Romo. I want to hear Tony Romo. I want to hear his breakdown. I want to hear him say, "It's the blitz coming."
Here for Brock Purdy. So when a lot of the big name QBs, when they audible, they're going to audible how they do. They're going to stand how.
I don't really like the font on the names. I don't really like the font, but I guess it doesn't matter.
They do. They're going to have their, signature animations. They're also showing some of the team-specific play.
I like that Debo package. I like that. That you're giving more depth. I like that. Slot. I see the new stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I like that. Actual plays from their playbook. They got a Debo package. Like, you got a Debo package. Oh, that's goated on God.
Books here and play calls, over 900 new plays. So there's a Chiefs Super Bowl play.
Over 900 new plays. I like that. For star players, that's goated.
Obviously, you've got Debo package for the Niners. That was already in the game. You've got a lot of new plays in Miami's playbook with the cheat motion. Here they're showing another one of those possession catches on the sideline. You can see receivers will really reach out and really try to contort their body to make the catch and keep the feet in bounds. So they're just adding a little more realism to it, which I like. The players look like real players. They do what they do in real life. Here they're showing the coverage shells where you can show a cover 2 or a cover 3. No matter what coverage you're in, at the play call screen, you have more options as well. You could show pretty much any coverage you want. Then now they're showing like the custom route stems, which, again, if you've played college, you've seen this. You can stem a route, as high up or as low down as you want. Any route that's able to be smart routed. So typically routes like posts, corners, in routes, out routes, things like that. You can stem them. Curls, you can put them as high or as low as you want. So you can really get as creative as you want on the field.
Whoa, I didn't really realize you could do that. Hold on, that's kind of a game changer. Hold on.
In routes, out routes, things like that. You can stem them.
That's kind of a game changer. Like, they changed the game. If you don't want him to, that's actually good. That's actually some depth. That's a pro. Like, that's good. That's actually good. That's crazy.
Curls, you can put them as high or as low as you want. So you can really get as creative as you want on the field now with your plays. Here they're showing some of the contextual awareness for the running backs, ball carriers. They get skinny a little bit better. They brace for hits. They cover the ball where it makes sense for them to cover the ball. Here they're showing more trajectories like last year. That's probably an interception, and they're talking about that in the video. Even Micah Parsons says kind of hard to throw that last year.
Now, that's kind of, that's a good pass. Good pass. I ain't gonna lie. They're not lying with a trajectory. I can't even say it right. Trajectory.
Honestly, I'd like to see the trajectory even a little better there, but you can see you can actually get it up over, the defenders. That's a really good example right there. You can really get it up over defenders who are close to you, whereas we know in years past, those are pretty much picks or at least knocked down every time. And here you're seeing some crazy catches in coverage. You got CeeDee Lamb with a big touchdown. Showing off some more one-handed catches. You have Brandon Cooks on the sideline snagging it. Now, I'm going to be honest, the one-handed catches, to me, it's something you do when you're open. You can catch them one-on-one, but very, very rare. Here they're showing...
I ain't doing no one-hand catch. I'm not going to do that. So you got to switch the character, correct? Then do them.
We know in years past, those are pretty much picks or at least knocked down every time. And here you're seeing some crazy catches in coverage. You got CeeDee Lamb with a big touchdown. Showing off some more one-handed catches. You have Brandon Cooks on the sideline snagging it.
I think you have to switch to a character.
I'm going to be honest, the one-handed catches,
I'm not
to
too
me,
sure, though.
it's something you do when you're open. You can catch them one-on-one, but very, very rare. Here they're showing, some of the signature QB stuff, how they stand in real life. They're just giving a couple examples, but I believe they have it for more than half of the starting QBs in the game. They have their signature stances, their signature ways that they call audibles and hot routes. Not sure why they zoomed the camera.
Nah, I like that. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, you can change how far you want the curl to be is a game changer. Why are we having this in 2025? Wait, 2024 going on 2025 is insane. We should have been had that. That's goated though. I ain't gonna lie.
Camera in here, but they did for a pick. But what they're going to show you here after the pick is the team defensive celebrations are finally in the game, and there's a number of these after you get turnovers. Just like in real life, teams will, huddle up on the field, pose and do all that cool.
That's an AO celebration. That's
After
an
the pick
AO.
is the team defensive celebrations are finally in the game, and there's a number of these after you get turnovers. Just like
That's a Diddy celebration. Hold on, that's a Diddy celebration. What the fuck?
in real life, teams will, huddle up on the field, pose and do all that cool stuff. You can see here the spin move. They finally kind of got the spin move back right. The spin move hasn't been good for a little bit. You can see now spin move's got a little bit of a quick.
That's a good. See, that's good. What they did earlier wasn't good. He got caught in the spin like it's a washer machine, like a spin cycle. I like that. That's actually realistic.
Quickness to it, you can definitely get busy with it. Here, I don't know what they're trying to do here. A little read option with Dak, and he fumbles, and you're going to see some more team celebrations here. They got quite a number of these in the game, so now when you get turnovers, you can kind of stunt a little bit. Here we got the Cowboys.
I like
route
that.
action, just going to fire it in there. Like they said, the bullet passes they're a little faster this year, especially depending on your throw power. They fire it in there quicker, but the lob and the touch passes will get definitely more trajectory, which is nice to see. Here, Henry stuck on the defensive end, who is Michael Parsons, actually. He's playing with the Cowboys this time, and he baits him into a pick, peeling back off the D-line, and you can see another one of the defensive celebrations for the team. And here is another crazy catch, again, over top the defender. The defender wasn't looking, so he couldn't make a play on it. That's what I like to see. That's realism. And there you see Henry going for a switch stick, and that's, again, kind of the risk-reward of the hit stick. He's on the linebacker. He switches over to the corner. He tries to jump down on the McCaffrey route, but he's just a little late, and he overruns it, and then that turns into a big play. Now, in terms of gameplay, if you want to know 5 big things that aren't going to work.
All right. The beginning of the video, I didn't really like it. I ain't gonna lie. The beginning of the video, I didn't really like it, but going on to the end, I started liking it. Like, it's some features. It is some new. I don't know if I might buy it first day. I think I might low key. It's a pretty. I don't. It's the same thing, but it's a lot of things it's some cons, it's some pros too. I should go pros and con video later on, but that's not bad. I feel like that might be the best Madden in the last 4 years, because 19 was pretty good. Madden 19 was pretty good. That might be that Madden's probably, it looks pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. It's a lot of things they could fix though. Like, I don't like I got so much money. I could do things with how players look in the beginning, bro. Their hair doesn't have to be stiff. The sunlight doesn't have to be hitting on the same spot. It's the little things I look for, but at the end of the day, it's simple classic football. It's simple classic football. But it is for $70 though. You could either buy first day, $70, or wait for Christmas and get it half off. Could get half off. But it looked pretty good low key. I ain't gonna lie, it looked pretty good low key. But anyways, please like and comment and subscribe as well. Mention any part of the video that you like in the comments, and appreciate for watching the video, and thank you.